Just going to show you this, if you can see it on this camera. It's a bit bright out. Jack by the hedge, another wild plant you can eat. I'll pick some and I'll take it home and we'll sort it out and eat it. Growing in and around right next to these stinging nettles, that's another one. And this, a sticky weed or sticky bud, you can eat that as well. There's quite a lot of things around here you can eat. I'll just show you these few. Well, actually I'm just going to show you this one. I've showed you stinging nettles and sticky bud before. I got the Jack by the hedge earlier on from out of the field. I brought it home and given it a wash. That's all I've done to it, because I reckon you should wash things if they're outside, because you never know whether people sprayed stuff on them or animals have peed on them or anything. I've got a bit of a bag full, but I've noticed this was only lunchtime when I got these, but these wilt very quickly. So it might pay for you to do a Google search on Jack by the hedge. It's also known as hedge garlic. There's quite a lot of different names for it, but you should be able to Google search Jack by the hedge. See, that's the leaves. If you Google search Jack by the hedge, you'll more than likely get the right thing, or hedge garlic. That's it. It's got little white 4-petal flowers on top. It's hard to tell from this though, because this is wilted, even just from lunchtime. This is wilted already. But when you break a leaf and just mush it up a little bit, it can smell a bit garlicky. Best thing for you to do, I reckon, if you're going to go out looking for plants and stuff, is take a little field guide with you. There's some good books around. A little field guide, and if it's got drawn or painted pictures in it, do your foraging, collect it, bring it home, and then look online of real photographs of it. That's what I personally do, because a lot of books, yes, Survival Handbook for instance, they have painted or drawn pictures which aren't ideal. I think there's one called, a book called Food for Free, that's a small one, and that's all drawn pictures as well, which I prefer to see a photograph. You could always use the book as a guide, collect your stuff, bring them home, and then Google search, maybe take some photos while you're out there, Google search it, and I think that's the best way if you're going to do foraging. So here's the ones I've washed. That's all I've done is just washed them off. I haven't cooked them or anything. I'll tell you what it tastes like. Kind of garlicky. Not 100% garlicky. These ones are mildly bitter, but that's supposedly because these are the older leaves. The younger leaves won't be so bitter. And also these plants grow in 2 different stages. One of like a big erect plant, and the other one is a small lower plant where it grows different times of year or whatever. I'm not an expert on how plants grow. If you want to Google that, Google it. But they're still edible and you should eat them. They're alright. Not the best thing I've tasted, but if you had nothing else, ideal really. And they, to me, they're easily recognisable. The only other thing I wanted to say off the subject of plants is, hopefully most of you would have noticed I've got a new title now at the beginning of the video and a picture at the end. I've got a new profile picture on my YouTube and my Facebook and my Twitter. And that was all done by a good friend of mine called Matthew Lumsden. And he's known as Vector Cinema on here, on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description. Really good at making stuff like that, editing videos, etc. So I just wanted to give him a little bit of a shout out, because he's done all that for me, and I appreciate that. So there you go. Jack by the hedge. Quite easily recognisable. Similar shape to a stinging nettle. Slightly lighter colour. Doesn't sting you. Actually grows similar to a stinging nettle as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.